Hi, beautiful Cancers. I love you guys. You're amazing. Um, I've really had some of the most beautiful readings with Cancers over the last few months. I have to say, you guys. Um, yeah, you guys are really some wonderful people. I'll say that. And October is a really cool month for you guys, actually. In general, for Cancers, October is a nice time because we're kind of working through two houses that, for me, I think with Cancer are really, really wonderful and supportive, which is your fourth and your fifth house. Libra is your fourth house of home and family, and your fifth house, and Scorpio is your fifth house of your heart chakra, of your creativity, of romance, of all these beautiful things. And as I said, romance, the Lovers card came out, so I'm just gonna put that there. Did not plan that, I promise. And the other nice thing about this month for Cancers is that Jupiter is moving into Scorpio, your fifth house, sister sign, energy that's very flowing for you, about romance and love. And the note I said is surround yourself with ooey gooey goodness this month. And I think that is really important for you guys. Leverage this energy. Wow, 4 cards came out all at once. Leverage this energy of Jupiter, the planet of expansion, this benefic, wonderful planet, moving into your fifth house, moving into this warm placement, because for the next year it's going to be there, and you're going to be feeling that shift quite clearly, because it's going to happen on the 10th, and then for the next year you have this energy, this really, really complementary energy to your Cancer experience of the world coming in. So here's the one thing I will say about October in general, is that it is a very intense month. It is a month of truth. In general, collectively, we are going to be pulling up truth. And this can be on the big stage, and this is also about in our relationships and in ourselves. Truth is coming out, and that can be a little bit of a bumpy path. It can be kind of intense. This transit from your fourth to your fifth, Jupiter's expanding these areas. So you're going to be finding that you might be noticing those shifts in the core, the people that you're really closest to. So keep that in mind. It's intense. I am giving the advice for October of watch and pay attention before reacting, because reality is not always what it seems. You might get a piece of a story and think you know exactly what's going on, but you don't actually. So keep that in mind as well. So, but overall, the energies that we have for you are really beautiful, and let's talk through them, because the cards just came out, you guys, and actually, yeah, really quickly. So we're going with it, right? First off, I have to say, love is huge. A huge theme for you. The first 3 cards just tell me so much. 8 of Wands, the Lovers, and the Empress. Perfect for you guys. 8 of Wands is about quick movement forward into new territory, into new experience. It's manifestation, it's action. So there's some kind of high impact action coming your way at the beginning of the month. Now, I do have to say, this is a really romantic month in general. There's an intensity to the truth bringing, and there's an intensity to the planetary placements. And one thing I'm noticing is that we have that full moon in Aries on the 5th, which is all about, impassioned action. On the 5th, we also have Mars and Venus meeting up and hanging out. So there's this kind of intense electric energy that's all about, let's take some action. Let's jump in there and try something. You might be finding with these energies here that that's actually happening. So for some of you, and this is great for Cancers, I love it, you might be professing love or making a commitment, or, even telling somebody they have a crush on them, or somebody telling you they have a crush on you, or somebody coming out of the woodwork that you didn't think about very much, but they're there, and there seems to be a really deep connection, because the Lovers, pretty clear energy, right? It's all about love. It's all about that connection with other. This is really strong for you. Once again, we're moving into 5th house energy for you pretty early on in the month. You're going to be noticing that this kind of romantic intensity is a lot more, it's going to be front and center for Cancers starting up here this month for a year. And you might be noticing that people are reacting to you a little bit differently there. Now, the Empress. This is, to me, the key for the month for Cancers. Keep this in mind. Because what was I just saying about October, and how it is a month where the truth can be very confusing, and it can feel a little bit like you think you know the whole story, but you don't. And you find out a little more truth, and you want to have a reaction to it, but it's not time yet. The Empress always sits back and watches everything. She is Venus. She's creativity. She's romance. She's all these beautiful things. She's all about beauty. We are in Libra season, which is ruled by Venus. let's take a note from the Librans out there. Sit back and watch. Sit back and watch from a mindset of abundance. Pay attention to everything around you. Let things settle. Let things come up to you. Because the Empress doesn't ever chase after things. She doesn't ever take a knee-jerk reaction to anything. She always just sits and watches. So, with that in mind, remember, this month is going to bring you some interesting little bumps that we're about to talk about here. And the Empress is a great role model for you guys. And the thing is, if you hold that position, you're getting all this beautiful stuff, because this is predominant. This is very predominant energy to start the month out with, and I think it's going to continue for you guys. But here's the thing. You are being asked, this is really interesting, and I think it has so much to do with the type of energy this month and what it's calling out in different signs. This month is actually calling you to shift your perspective about yourself and what you're doing in the world pretty deeply. And the reason I say that is the next 3 cards. We have the Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Pentacles. And this is a really interesting combination of energies, you guys. And quite different from what we were just talking about with just the ooey gooey love and romance, right? I mean, the Ten of Wands is a burnout card. Or the Ten of Swords, I'm sorry, is a burnout card. It is about hitting a wall and not being able to go forward anymore. It can feel like exhaustion. It can feel like being misunderstood. It can feel like you can't get your message out. It can feel like you're misunderstood. I think I just said that. So yeah, misunderstood. That's the energy I'm getting from this. And there's something going on here. And this is where me saying sit back, relax, and just watch. You might think you're misunderstood. You might think that your message isn't getting through. You might think that you're stuck in a position. Maybe you're even burned out and you need to take some time out for yourself. You might actually have to do that. Pay attention to hitting this wall. Don't react. Don't make a big change. Just pay attention to it. Take care of yourself. Rest. Watch and observe all around you. Because something's shifting. When I get the Wheel of Fortune, a piece is shifting. Where you were once maybe doing one thing, you're doing something else. A perspective is shifting. A relationship is shifting. Once again, maybe you're taking a next step in a relationship. This could be with work or a partner, I don't know, or a housing situation, or even your family. Maybe you're taking a next step. Maybe you're making a change. Wheel of Fortune is about change. And it's feeling weird. It's feeling weird. Your truths are coming out because you're making these changes, because you're taking these shifts. And that's feeling a little off. It's okay. What's happening there is you are expanding to new levels. You're expanding to new territory, and it feels weird. It can trigger this exhaustion. It can trigger the sense of being misunderstood. However, if you can relax through this and you can just watch this go down, the Eight of Pentacles is so great, you guys. This is, Pentacles is about material reality. This is about the work you're doing in the world. This Eight of Pentacles is saying you're on the right path. You're doing the work. You're making it happen. Things are going to be fine. You are stable. As much as you might think the world is shifting underneath your feet, or that in expressing your emotions and showing of yourself and being vulnerable is somehow going to destroy you and shatter you like this, in fact, in reality, the Eight of Pentacles is saying, no, it's fine. And that's the thing. This Wheel of Fortune is being anchored by 2 mindsets, right? So there's some kind of movement happening here. Something is changing. The nature of something in your life is changing big time, you guys. You can choose to get into the Swords mindset of exhaustion and being misunderstood, or you can remember that it's all okay and that you're moving forward steady and consistently. Because you are. And I will talk about that because the next few cards really speak to this. However, I will say this. You're making steady progress, but what you're doing is you are shedding an old skin this month. I know we talked about you having really sensitive skin in August because it was the beginning of a new year for you after your birthday. You have another rebirth going on here, and it's pretty intense, you guys. But let's start with, the thing is, there's a dualism going on here. You have the good stuff coming in, but it's calling you to shift your perspective, okay? So the love that you have coming in, the family that you have coming in, the new opportunities you have coming in with that Eight of Wands, the Lovers, and the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune, they're fantastic. They are asking you to change. They are asking you to shift your perspective. They are asking you to grow and be bigger and better than you have been before. It's a little uncomfortable, you guys. I will say that. However, it's beautiful. Once again, let's remember that on the like in reality this month, everything is great. Everything is great. So don't buy into fear. Don't buy into nerves. Don't buy into any of that, because look at this, you guys. 3 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. These are so great. 3 of Wands. Ships are coming in. Where you're putting yourself out there as far as vulnerability and presence of mind and showing up and being that wonderful heart-centered Cancer that you are, that is going to reap rewards for you guys. That little bit of risk taking is really going to be beneficial for you guys. That is what I'm seeing here. Showing of yourself, showing of what you need, showing of what's important to you. Keep that in mind. Because the 9 of Pentacles is also, once again, in reality, everything is fine. Everything is supporting you. Materially, you are moving forward. The 9 of Pentacles is about having everything you need. The 3 of Wands is all about getting everything you've been desiring. It's about actually getting it. You have the potential to be here all month. And really, I think a lot of you, if you're really looking at it, if you keep your perspective on correctly, you'll see that it's all actually working out. Maybe you're impatient to get to the end of the book because you want to read the end of the book and you want to have the good stuff at the end where everything's settled and everybody knows what's going on. But this is the thing. The Empress turns the book 1 page at a time. And she remembers that she's savoring each page. Do that this month because it's kind of a big process. Whatever shift with this Wheel of Fortune, it's going to take the whole month to settle out and be clear and be kind and be just like, okay, I know where I am. It's leading you somewhere freaking fantastic, but it might be a little uncomfortable. There might be days where you think you know everything and you're going to walk away and you're not doing this anymore and you think that that's totally the truth. But in reality, this is the truth. Everything is fine. Everything is moving. Relax. You know, you have that cardinal energy of wanting to like push into stuff. Just fantastic. I love it. Such a great thing about Cancers. You guys take care of business. This month is asking you to not react with that cardinal energy. Instead, observe. Observe. Pay attention to how good things are. Because here's the thing, you guys. You're getting your way. Things are moving, but you are asking to be transformed. This is what I'm saying. The positive things coming in for you are asking you to transform. They're asking you to shed something out. The 9 of Swords and Death. This is epic energy, you guys. And this is really the key here. When you get what you want, when you get what your deepest soul desires, it does require you to change and shift. And here it is. The 9 of Swords is a fear card. It is waking up in the middle of the night and being convinced you've done everything wrong and that everything is falling apart. It is weaving a story that doesn't have anything to do with reality but seems really real in the moment that you're weaving it. And the Death card connects with Scorpio, and we are having that Jupiter into Scorpio transit. We are going into Scorpio season at the end of the month. It's pretty perfect, but this is about your journey and not about Scorpio. This is about Cancer. You're being asked to let go of all this, whatever you're building here. We're moving forward. The Death card is about moving forward. The Death card is about saying, yeah, all these things have happened. I've been these different people. I've experienced these different things. I'm choosing to change. I'm choosing to shift. I'm moving forward. It's time. It's time to let go of old narratives of yourself. It's time to let go of old beliefs about yourself. It's time to let go of old limitations about yourself. And when you're getting your way materially with all this Pentacles energy, this Empress energy, this Lover's energy that's coming your way, it does ask you to let go in order to receive. That's kind of hard, I think, for Cancers, because you guys feel like you need to give. Well, here's the other side of the equation. How about receiving for once? How about just sitting back and enjoying? That's the transformation you're being asked for this month. And to remember that if you're getting triggered by getting what you deserve in the world, it's time to sit and look at that. Why do you feel you don't deserve it, you guys? Think about that. And then let it go. It's time. It's time to be in the good life, you guys. That's the thing. It is time to feel the expansion of creativity and your heart center and what's possible. Jupiter is there for the next year to help you in your 5th house to accept and expand and create and have fun. And have fun and be playful and open-hearted. And this is just the beginning of a big journey for you in that. And it's going to allow you to have the love that you want in your life, to have the house that you want in life, to make the changes you want to make. Now, I am shuffling with the Tarot of the New Vision because this is a deck that takes all of the classic Rider-Waite and does the opposite perspective on every card. We're going to pull one card and it just came out. Let's see what it is. It is the 6 of Pentacles. So here's balance, you guys. And, you know, this card, it's basically just the backside of the classic 6 of Pentacles where the guy's facing forward. It's a reminder. What was I just saying, you guys? You have to receive, not just give. You know, that cardinal, warm feeling center that you guys have, that energy that you give so much. This is reminding you, yes, it's great to give. Yes, it's great to push. Yes, it's great to be a provider. It's also so equally important to be a receiver. Be in receptive mode. Be in receiving mode. Put those receptive glasses on and look around you at the landscape, because I guarantee you if you're looking and you're paying attention to each day and each moment, everything that you want is coming your way. Steady, consistent progress. It wants to be with you. It wants to join you. You have to decide to let it in, you guys. You have to decide to be receptive to it and to say that you are worthy of it and that you are enough and that you can have it. You don't have to struggle and strive for it all the time. Let this love in. Let the warmth in. Let it in. Relax. Be the Empress. Be the Empress this month, you guys. I really hope that for you. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave my website and my email in the description box. Please check it out. I do Skype readings and phone readings and video readings. I love working with you, Cancers. Every time is just magical. It will probably make me tear up if I think about it too much. And I have a bunch of goodies down there too. Info, links, things that you can check out. It's going to be a great time. Check that out. I'm also thinking about doing some additional videos and maybe even starting a little subscription service. These videos will continue to be free, coming every month. Not changing that at all, but just thinking about ways to expand how we work together. So I would love to hear your comments below in the comments. So please get back to me on that. And I will see you guys in November. Have a beautiful month, Cancer. Take in all the love. It's there for you. I love you guys. Mwah.